Welcome to my trip to Coron Part 2, where I've experienced my first ever wreck dive through Umali Dive Center. And our first dive for today is Morasan Maru. Morasan Maru is built in 1907 in Scotland, and it was originated name is SS Manco, and later renamed as SS Morasan when she was sold to Vaccaro Brothers and Company in 1921 and sent to Honduras. After being sold to Wallam and Company of Hong Kong, she was captured by Imperial Japanese Navy on December 8, 1941 and renamed it to Ikai Maru. But we all know we named this Morasan Maru. Before I enter in, we saw a lionfish, which is pretty invasive in Atlantic Ocean. Morasan Maru is a beautiful dive site where you can see those baby barracuda and those boxer shrimp. From what I've read and what I've heard, the best time to come in scuba diving here is between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Morasan Maru has a length of 93 meters and also a depth of 25 meters. The recommended dive level will be advanced open water, and the recommended tank would be a 36% nitrox. At this point, I notice about those bricks with certain names engraved on it, and I also realized that I am actually in between those two turbines. As we head out towards the mess hall, I see those light, the reflection from the hall, and right away it made me feel like I'm in church, like I'm as if I'm in a cathedral church. At this point, I got so excited and so happy for what I've seen and what I've witnessed. Then, our dive master told us that we are going towards the air pocket. But before that, we were instructed to never remove our air regulator. As you can see, this is the air pocket. Has been here since 1944, since the day we were sank. This area made me realize that I need to consider using a RK3 made by Apex. They look very similar with jet fins made by Scuba Pro. The reason being it's the way how narrow they are, the tight spacing that they have there. And I also realize I have a heavier legs. So I would probably need something that are neutral buoyant when it comes to using fins, shorter fins.
All of my strength, I wanna get close to you. If I can only touch your garments, have a heart just like you do. Lord, I've always
This is definitely one of my favorite parts, coming out and then John taking a video footage of me popping up here in this hole, and I was totally blown away. And I want to give a shout out to John, Coron, and Jed, his cousin Jed, the O'Malley dive staff. It was really great. By this point, we were swimming around outside, and John pointed out this critter. I've seen him before. I wish I have a more nicer video camera, but those are bluish white. And then I also see this frogfish. I believe this is a frogfish. You guys let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And then this black and white fish. That's one of my favorites. I find it beautiful. Hiding there. And it's Jed on the left and a new friend Raven and Sophie.
Lord, I've always wanted to be with you.
There goes my second dive. At this point, I'm gonna be hovering around outside Terracassi Maru. And you guys can see this fish that has been playing around with me and John. It keeps going back and forth. It's beautiful. And outside Terracassi Maru, there's a lot of corals. And we're pretty much at this point, we're heading out towards Terracassi Maru. And then there goes, I think this is a scorpion shrimp or scorpion fish or whatever you call it. There's lots of critters in this site.
To you.
Terracassi Maru was 35 meters long, and it's a Japanese submarine hunter, and it sunk on September 24, 1944 during a U.S. air raid east of Sangat Island. The boat starts at 4 meters and then she continues down on a slant to a maximum depth of 20 meters. Between November and the 5th of December 2023, there had been a massive earthquake occurrence, anything from the Richter scale of 6.1 to 7.6. So on the eve of 5th of December, a massive earthquake had happened, and it was about 7.6 Richter scale, and parts of this ship collapsed. Unfortunately, it ceased to exist. However, I found a big and huge eel. It's a spotted eel. At this point, we were still hovering outside um, the ship, and we're heading towards where it appeared to be their kitchen. And John's taking us there. Torian is taking us there. Show us where the kitchen was. Um, you will see a footage of us going inside, but you know, at this time we were just showing up where it is. Finally, there's some areas that are not affected, and we were able to go inside of Terikasimaru. But as you can see on the previous picture, this side now is more darker, and because of the fact that some areas got tipped over and some areas collapsed. So sad to say, what you see here, um, to me, it's still pretty and it's still beautiful. And I just wish I was here before the 5th of December 2023. But this is what the new site will be looking like. And you're definitely going to need a flashlight or what we call a torch. I think because of the nature of the situation where things change and it got a little darker now, I believe that we were trying to figure it out if we're gonna go inside or just basically come out. If I ever come back here again, I know for sure I'm gonna bring an extra reel of strings. So if I go down the area, I would go down there with the strings and come back out, so I don't get lost. Just like cave diving. And with this, we popped up right away. We went inside, but it wasn't a long trip. It was not that long. Obviously, we didn't have enough access from other areas. Man, those fish are great. They like to play around with you. And now we saw this nudie branch. And one of the diver, Jed, asked me if he can borrow my GoPro so he can get the footage of this nudie branch. He said that he rarely seen this type of critters where they're at. So I let him, and there was a nudie branch. At this point, we decided to pretty much did a 3-minute stop and try to head back to our boat so we could have a lunch. You'll see it. We're gonna go a little shallower after this and just looking on the corals and enjoying what we see. And then we'll do our lunch, and then we'll do our third dive to go to our coral garden. So here's my third dive, and this time we went to a coral garden. I would have done a better video if I didn't realize my GoPro was set up to 1080, and next time I would set him up better. On the next trip I'm definitely coming back here, but you will see this massive fish, tons of them. Look at that. Oh man, I wish I have a picture or video of me swimming along with them. I just love it. Thank you for your time watching this video. Hope you like it. And if you do, please subscribe on my page, MJ Sound 12. I have another video coming up. It's called My Trip to Coron Part 3. That's when I went scuba diving on Barracuda Lake, Olympia Maru, and I went back to Morasan Maru, where we went more deeper and actually went more inside of Morasan Maru. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much. Bye.